everybody. As you probably know, it's me, the Red Mage Pro, and welcome to Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. Now, the music is incredibly loud. So loud, as a matter of fact, I'm going to have to wear these headphones on my neck. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start a new game. I'm feeling kind of in a chilling out mood. And this is going to be one of the few series where we're going to be massively bulk recording. I am thinking about getting, or at least making, a kind of like intro for like this type of series. Like I don't have something, but I want to draw something. I got an idea, and I'm going to try to see if I can animate it, kind of. Ish. We'll see what I come up with. We'll see. Either way, that's right, this is going to be a massive bulk recording. What does that mean? It means that we're only going to play the game to its entirety, and then, once it's all done, we upload it daily. Now, nothing has really come up on this channel like that. I'm working on BioShock 1. It's been a long time since I played it, and it's kind of stuck in limbo at this point. I'm gonna get back to it, but just not right now. But as for now, just know this is gonna be like that. So, Takakura! What a nice weather we have today. Where are we going? Well, let's just say we're going to a place that I promised your father I would take you. This place. Father and I stumbled upon it long ago when we were both still young. People who live here call it Forget-Me-Not Valley. One of my few flowers that I actually know about. Well, here we are. This is it. This is the land your father and I found together. Buildings are old, but still usable. And there are fields too. Alright, so this right here is my PS2 childhood. I say that, and yet I have never once completed this game. I got this, the second year, but that's about it. And the reason for that, as far as I can remember, I do believe that this game is ridiculously slow. Just absolutely ridiculously slow. And to be perfectly honest, I'm somewhat unprepared because I don't know about I don't remember anything about power berries. I don't know if they're in this game. I kind of already have an idea of who it is that we're going to kind of get married to. And I have a somewhat of a decent plan, if you can call it that. But other than that, I am woefully underprepared. So this first recording is primarily just going to be me going through the motions, and then I'll kind of come up with like a battle strategy. And if you spread a little fertilizer in this pasture, it can be useful for grazing animals, which is definitely going to be a good thing to do. I love this game. Like, the aesthetic, as well as the music track. The music track is so freaking good. Oh, what do you think? I want to try farming. NANI?! That's how I thought you'd react. Surprised you, did I? It was your father's dream, for us to farm this land. I'd like to see that dream come true. I'm sure he would be even happier if you would do it with me. What do you say? Will you try it? Yeah. Attaboy. Sure your father'd be proud. Now, a little bit of like a backstory. As far as I know, there are many chapters to this game. And I do believe that this is one of the very few Harvest Moon games that has like an actual like ending. At least I think it has an ending. So we'll actually see together, because I only ever got, like I said, the first year being over. Well then, let me show you around. The barn, you can keep cows, horses, and sheep here. I'll show you to the inside later. Next door is the tool shed. A lovely tool shed. This is where I keep all the tools when I don't want to have to keep them on my pockets. Shelves for tools and other things in here. Feel free to use the tools in here. Tools you will need right away are on the tool shelf. Some crop seeds is on the shelf too. Be sure to get them. Look at him, he's so happy. I love him. I mean, and like also the simple fact that like this kind of goes back to like my days in Pokemon. I always thought of this guy kind of like either Brock or Brock's father. So caring, so sweet, so loving. I freaking love Brock and his. I mean, his father's kind of a quote unquote deadbeat dad. I mean, he came back after a while, whatnot, but still, like, I always thought of it like that. This is the food storage. Put milk and other things you want to sell in here. I'll take them to the city the next day. If there's anything you want me to buy for you, there's an order form here. Just write it down. This is the chicken coop. You can raise chickens here. This is gonna be, as far as I know, the very first thing that we want to try and set up as fast as we can. Just primarily because this is going to kind of be the main money maker for right now, until a little bit later. So it's going to be a good idea to try and get that as soon as possible. Now, we got ourselves 2 lovely puppies here. 2 lovely dogs. Look at them, I love them both, but there's only one that speaks to my heart and my soul! Looks like we have some stray dogs here. Seem to like you. Ellipses. Oh, alright. I'm not too fond of dogs, so just one, okay? Now, the main one I'm gonna pick is because I have a very, very, perfect reason why. And that's gonna be the floppy-eared one, and that's because I used to have a, I want to say that he was like a basset hound back when I was a child, and he still is, close to my heart ever since the day that my mother and father got rid of him. So sad. Why don't you pick out a name for him? So, because he is basically kind of looky like my dog, I always name this guy Flash. Where's the lowercase a? Why is it all the way over here? Okay, so this is gonna be Flash. He's our dog. My dog. I'm sure that if people had, like, Chihuahuas and the like, most people would go with the pointy-eared dogs. Do Chihuahuas have pointed ears? I don't know. Either way, kind of reminds me a little bit of a Chihuahua. Alright, I'll find an owner for the other one in the city. Now, I do believe there are 2 endings, as far as I am aware. I could always take a look to see if there are other endings. I'm sure that there are at least, like, 4 different endings with the, different bachelorettes that are in this game. But as far as I know, most of them might be very similar. There are only really 2 that I know off the top of my head. Make a doghouse for him later, too. One of the endings is that you can just move to the city, you can decide you're done with it and just dip. The other one, you can just play through the entire game. This is your house. Fixed it up a bit so you can move right in. Oh, my house? My house is one that's right across from yours. Building across from the food storage is where I live. Well, that's about it for now. Get the hang of things, want to add more buildings. Oh yeah, come here for a minute. Right, and so now we go into the barn, like he told us he told us he would. And he bought us a cow, and this is her feed box. Now we need to give her a name. So, now we got cows. How do I want to actually name them? Because I already have an idea on what I'm going to name the chickens. As for cows. Give me a moment, guys. Okay, so I've come up with some kind of a naming scheme. It's not much, but it's going to basically be somewhat of a main character, or at least characters from, like, games that I've completed on the channel. Completed being the main thing here, right? Okay. So, in this case, seeing as how this cow is primarily going to be the only one we're going to have for a long while, we're naming this one Monica. Because we'll be having just Monica for a while. Monica, that's a good name. First cow. This is cause for celebration. Take good care of her now. By the way, it's been about 10 days since this cow gave birth. Should be able to milk her a couple times a day. So, that's a big thing here. Like, I think around, like, summer or so, she is only going to be producing 1 milk instead of, like, 2. That's important! That is very important. I think that's everything. Almost forgot. Gotta think of a name for the farm. Have any good ideas? Oh, that's right. We also need to think of a name for a farm, too. Oh man, choices. We'll call this Academy Farm. Why are we calling it how do I go back? Oh no, wait, we don't. Oh yeah, no, we can Academy. The reason we're calling it Academy is because I feel like everyone here is like, you know, kind of like a border mage, like a little tiny mage, a magelet. But I don't know. With the whole, you know, wanting to change everything that like I'm trying to do with my image and whatnot, because I don't want to be the Red Mage Crow forever. Who knows? Maybe when this comes out, I might not even be the Red Mage Crow at this point. However, I would think that an academy for like mages and whatnot just seems fitting, so we're just gonna call this the Academy. Academy Farm, eh? Alright, while we're at it, let me introduce you to the people who live here. Not really a people's person, but you're still young, so you'll probably need some friends. Let's go. What's wrong? Nothing. We'll go ahead and we'll be shown around. I do have this place pretty much memorized. I play this a lot when I was a kid, so I'm fairly certain, but it's good for you guys. You guys need to know what's going on. This is Tim and his wife Ruby. They run the Inner Inn and their son Rock. How should I introduce you? Oh yeah, that's right, we have a name. And so we'll just go with, where's the K? Go with Crow for now. Crow, I see. Okay, so these guys are, basically, they run the inn and whatnot. Oh, and there's a girl named Nami staying on the 2nd floor here. Okay, so, Nami. Nami is basically, quote-unquote hard mode for this game. As far as I am aware, from, like, stuff that I've read to, like, you know, actually trying to actually, get married with her on a couple of occasions, she is somewhat of a known difficult character in this game. So, when I say difficult, she's not as difficult as everyone really appears to make her out to be. Apparently, all you realistically need is to go to the dig site, and she basically accepts just about everything there. But a lot of her main, like, heart things that she really likes is food. The way through her heart is food. But you don't need food in order to, you know, get to the point to marry her. Apparently, from what I read. However, the hard mode comes later, where basically, if I do recall, she goes to school and she has bills, I think. And I believe it is us who has to pay those bills. I could be totally making this up, but I could have sworn that I read something along those lines. So, with that being said, I'm going after her. I'm gonna try to go for Nami. And I'm going to be using one of the best ways to make money in this game, which you'll just have to kind of stay around and find out. I'd say that Nami is quite cute in this game too. And this is Galen and his wife, Nina. Yep. Gonna want to try and befriend Nina. And Galen. Definitely. This is Chris. She's, like, I think, like, the teacher for, like, the kids here. This is her husband, Wally, and their son, Hugh. I love these two. Griffin is the Blue Bar's bartender, and Muffy works there part-time. Muffy is kind of, she's also a bachelorette. She's kind of the character that I feel like most people would go for, in this game. Very, very charming character. And she also has a big crush on you, too. So, you know, that's an added bonus. Romana lives in the villa with her granddaughter Lumina and their butler Sebastian. So, Lumina is also a bachelorette. I think she's also the youngest bachelorette in this game. But, you know, everything is definitely fine. She's basically, you know, she comes from wealth. She plays a lot of piano. And, you know, all that different type of jazz. I don't really know much about her. After all, I have never gone, you know, I've never tried for Lumina. To marry Lumina, that is. She just does not speak out to me. At all. But, basically, we do want to try to get on the butler and, the main lass's good side. Vesta also runs a farm here. She's cool. I like her. Over there is Vesta's brother, Marlin, and that's Celia. Cecilia? I don't know how to say that name. I'm gonna say Celia, who helps them with their work. Celia is basically the other and final bachelorette. And honestly, probably easy mode, if you wanna call anything like an easy mode. Seeing as how she's a farmer, she can help out on the farm later. Jazz, you know? Jazz! So, as you can see, there's a nice bit of, like, people here. And, you can definitely see something's going on in the background. You can see it, I can see it. He's the one we need to make friends with the most in this game. Either way, there's also an artist, musician. I think he's just an artist. Who lives in that little, like, tent over there. We got some, two brothers that make fireworks, guy who does experiments, an artist, a guy who always playing the guitar. Oh, and Scruffy. Oh no, we're not even talking about Scruffy. Okay. There's a professor and his assistant living in the tent by the waterfall. They're doing some kind of excavation. Well, I guess that's about it. Says, let's be tired out by all this excitement and take it easy for a while. Have any questions, ask me anytime. Well, have a good rest. I never seen this harvest sprite before. And hey, it's Nick Black, and I still don't remember the other guy's name. Who is it? Who is it? Who could it be? Nick Knack. We're the only harvest sprites in this town. And Flack, of course, Nick Knack Flack. Who is it? Who is it? I think you're right. Who is it? Hey, guys! Crow! I see a harvest sprite named Crow. Nice name. Oh, I see. I'm Nick. Nice to meet you. Name's Nick. Nice to meet you. I'm Flack. Nice to meet you. So these are the harvest sprites. You can pretty much... There are harvest sprites in almost every single Harvest Moon game. I don't legitimately recall. Okay, so now comes the jazz. The jazz that, you know, you do in every Harvest Moon, and that's to go around, find stuff, and do it. So you kind of... That's gonna be annoying. Why? Oh, no! So, my game decided that my PS4 was going to become a mouse. Thank you, Steam. Okay, so as you can see, we got 3,000 gold. We got the cow milker. It is imperative that we go and we milk said cow. Let's go and milk the cow. But as you can see, the game is slow. Very slow. We can get some hay bales. Pretty sure that there is a way to make sure that, like, you know, that you can check on how much hay you have. And I want to try and get fertilizer at some point. It is probably a good idea to see what tools we have. Let's open up the door. But you can see that there are going to be constant loading and unloading and jazz. Okay, so as you can see, we got sickles, we got watering cans. We can... My up directional button isn't working. Let me go ahead and do that. This is the very first gosh dang pad 1, keypad up, you apply, okay. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of one of the first games that I've basically played after the fact that I moved everything over to my new computer on the PS2. So, you don't really need any of that. What do we have in... I'm pretty sure one of these is the storage. Here we go. So as you can see, we got Quiet Winter, and we got at least 2 tomato seeds. Now we're gonna need money as soon as we possibly can, so buying chickens is definitely gonna be the way to go. Let's go ahead, get the cow milk, and use it, and milk said cow. As you can see, very, very slow. I don't think that I need to use it anymore. Doesn't want to be milked. There's no way for me to, like, you know, be like, oh, good cow. Nothing of the sort here, at the very least. And I don't think that I can put the cow out to graze in the pasture until it's fully grown. But now, if we do check, we should have some... Do we not have milk? Did maybe, like, the milk fall on the floor and I just didn't see it? Is that what happened? God dang, we're already off to a very pleasant start. Yeah, we left it on the floor, so we just do this. A multiple on the floor. There shouldn't be any more there. Okay, now we got that. It would be a good idea to get some chickens, which not entirely sure how to do. So first things first, we're gonna go and kind of forge around. I would say that the best stuff would definitely be most likely back here. We also have to do the freaking archaeological how do you say it? Archaeological. It's just a good idea to forage, and man, that's like a really, really strong camera, that's for sure. Come on. But we do need to do the archaeology. He's the other one that nobody really we didn't get to like mention. He's kind of the bum of this game. I don't think that any good really comes of Associate. So we're just going to somewhat ignore him. These things I can harvest. Just a good idea to do a lot of harvesting on your first couple of days. Now, you could always buy chickens, but it's definitely going to be cheaper to raise them in eggs. But I think we need to buy a chicken before we can get eggs. I think. Not entirely sure. That's why we're going to kind of walk around, see what's down and what's up and what's going around the entirety of the village. We are going to want to primarily be more of a somewhat night owl. Primarily because a lot of the people that we do want to befriend somewhat quickly are nighttime people. Primarily the scientist as well as freaking what's his. I do feel like I'm moving abnormally fast. But like, I don't know, because the clock does not seem to be moving any faster, so it might be moving quite fast now that I'm looking at it. I fairly much swear that I'm not supposed to be this fast. Now, if I call... What's her face? Oh, hi. Always good to, you know, give gifts to people. We'll give it to her. Are you sure? I'll treasure it. Alright. I mean, until it dies. But beauty is fleeting, and that's what makes everything beautiful. Want to buy something? Yes. Ooh, okay, so I don't see anything primarily here about buying a chicken, so I'm just going to... We're gonna want this. But as you can see, banana trees are ridiculous. Maybe we should... maybe we should buy at least... Banana trees are going to definitely be the primary way to make a hell of a lot of money, but they just take so much time to grow. We'll just buy one for now. That might be a mistake. We will see. If, you know, worse comes to worse, then I will just restart. But I'm pretty sure, I do know that we want bananas. Bananas are ridiculously good income. Let's go back to the farm, go to, what's-his-face's Jazz. This is definitely somewhat weird. It could be that just because it's running on my computer, that it's running much, much faster than it typically would on a PS2. Which could definitely be the case. We are going to want to also train our dog so that somebody doesn't come in and kind of like steal our food and the jazz. So let's see, chicken. So we want a rooster and a hen. We want to order a hen. We can only do one a day. Let's just kind of go over what we can and can't buy first and foremost, right? So as you can see, we got a bunch of different cows. Look at how expensive they are. Of course, the star ones are going to probably be the best, of course, but we definitely don't have enough money to dish out for a star bull and a star cow. We could definitely get a normal bull, but he doesn't really do anything other than, you know, give us more cows, which would, you know, which is definitely good in the long run, but just not at the moment. We could buy a sheep, but we primarily want a hen. So with that, we also can get tools. As you can see, we can get a hoe, a light hoe, a sickle, a light sickle, so on and so forth. Now, we don't really need anything, at least from here. A better watering can isn't really going to do us too much good. We can also get animal medicine, as well as bird feed and good fodder. Don't really need anything from that, but as you can see, no matter where we go, it's going to be the same for these ones, but you can get an extension to your farm as well. Food processing, a milking room, a pond, and a fertilizer maker. All of them really good, and you can even sell animals. So for right now, we'll just go ahead and we'll grab a hen, because I don't know if we can grab an egg anywhere fast. I do know that, like, this is where we can store food. Like, if we wanted to, we could store milk here. If we wanted to sell stuff, that's what these guys are for. We could sell the milk, but milk is typically a pretty darn good thing to have. But we are going to need some money, so we're going to get rid of one milk. So now that we have done that, what I am going to do is go to the excavation site. Going to the excavation site, we get jazz. Bunch of good jazz. This will be the stuff that we need in order to basically, for one, kind of like get into like the whole marriage with Nami. There are other people who actually like this stuff too, which is really good. And yeah, this is very, very important for one other reason as well. And that reason is you need to get a strange tablet from this area. At least I think it's a strange tablet. Hello, you run the farm, don't you? I'm Carter. Nice to meet you. Want to help me dig? Come to the excavation site. Just make sure that I'm there. And I will go right away. Now we have the trowel. And as far as I know, it doesn't really matter exactly where we dig. Just that we dig. Every time we dig, an item will spawn. Like in this time we got a pretty stone. Now, what just happened? What is it? No, of course not. I guess I must have accidentally, like, talked to him or something. Either way, like I said, there's like that tablet. It's very important. You can't, go into the next year without getting it. Otherwise, game just ends. Another way to get like an ending, I guess, if you want to call it that. It's just like my OCD that I want to kind of like check each and every one of these squares. Ah, we found some kind of bone. All in all, this is where we will be spending most of our time, primarily until we find that tablet, because once we find that tablet, we don't need to be here as much, but like I also said, this is also a very important place to get free stuff in order to kind of give others, which is very, very important in and of itself. Another kind of like cool thing about this game that I personally like is that you can also get other animals as well. Like it's not just the typical, oh hey, there's this, hey, there's that. By just by kind of big, it's like one way. No, I kind of prefer like this little end portion of the L. I don't know why. It's just how I feel. But we can just do this, and even though like the top isn't like all that, as you can see, we get more jazz. These crystals are actually really, really freaking good because just about everyone likes them. And this is just kind of what we do. This is the way we, for one, can make a decent amount of money. And two, this is the way we can get, like, a bunch of gifts. At least I think this is the way that you can definitely do it. I'll definitely look up some strategies. Like, I'm not finding anything right now. I'm not sure if, like, digging in the same place is going to roughly give you the same exact, jazz. I'm pretty sure it's just kind of the illusion of you finding something. When they're like absolutely new, I'm pretty sure they give you like a higher chance to find stuff. But like, other than that, I'm fairly certain we can just kind of we can just continuously dig and, you know, just kind of find stuff. As far as I know, this old money is by far one of the worst things that we can dig up. At least for, like, our predicament, right? Like, we can still find other people who is going to like it, but Nami doesn't really like the gold coins so much, as far as I'm aware. So, we're just going to continue to dig. I'll go until, like, 3 o'clock. And we might also want to plant the banana, maybe. Just double check on that. When does... I don't have anything. Okay, good to know. Gotta give the illusion of me actually, like, doing something, you know? Just gotta do it. But, seeing as how we're here, what can we really talk about? Oh, well, we could always talk about, like, what sort of games on Steam you guys want to see, because I'm primarily a Steam guy. I know that, like, right now it's Digimon Survive, and hey, we found it! Nice! Okay, so that's the stone tablet. We don't have to, if we're kind of, like, not running low on anything, we don't have to be here every single day of our miserable lives doing stuff. That's great. That's great to just get out. It doesn't normally come that fast. There have been, like, days where I've, you know, done this, like, for, like, a week in-game, and I still never found that tablet, so getting it out of the way this fast is definitely a good thing. Gonna dig in these last two spots. 4:30, I'll just dip. Or maybe at 4 I'll dip. I think 4 gives me more stuff to do. Okay, we found something, and that's going to be the last thing we find. At least for right now. I want to say that when it comes down to the money, I think that the artist is the primary person who likes that. I'm going to definitely, I'm gonna freaking, put so many notes onto this corkboard, it's not even gonna be funny. I'm just saying. Since we have that, as of right now, that is already phenomenal. Okay. This is it. It's this. There's something written on it. Maybe from some ancient civilization. Better take care of that. And so this is the only time he ever takes anything that, like, you know, that we dig up. He'll typically let us keep everything else, which is good. So as you can see, foraging is very, very dominant in this game. It's like you forage for the plants, you forage for the artifacts. Just about everything about it is really, really good. Now, as for, like, you know, getting all the different animals, that is really fast. There are a lot of different people that, when we befriend, give us animals, you know, to add to the farm. They don't do anything, but they're kind of nice little, like, flavor text. He's just gonna kind of waste your money, really. But we really, really want to, as far as I am aware, try and make sure that we get on these people's nice sides. Oh, who is it? Oh, it's that crow who came to say hello a bit ago. Live in the city, but I came here to spend my retirement with my wife, Nina. Here. Oh, that's pretty impressive. Wait, no, I'm trying to give it to you. You find something like that, it certainly has a strange look indeed. Can I not give it to you? Dear Crow, a newcomer. My husband Gal and I live here in Forget-Me-Not Valley. We came to live the rest of our lives in peace and comfort. Now, I know I gave, what's-her-face, like, a jazz. Here. Goodness, that looks splendid. Are you giving it to me? Yeah, it's your lucky day. Maybe the coin just can't be given to this guy in general. What if we got a toy flower? Oh, I'll plant around here. We have some I guess he just doesn't want jazz. Okay, that's fine. But let's go see if we can see Nami. I know that she typically is around here. Doesn't seem like she's around back. Also kind of a good idea to come in here. You can get some recipes and the like just by going in there. But we're gonna go see if we can find Nami right fast. Knock on the door, no one's in. And then we'll knock on this door, no one's in. So that just tells us that Nami is out and about somewhere. Doesn't explain to us where she is though. Which, here's Muffy. Hey Muffy, how's it going? Did something happen at work? Good happen. That's good, your work looks like fun. But like, you can take a look in some areas, and I'm fairly certain that in some areas there are supposed to be like, here we go. Tomelino salad uses tomato and melon, uses tomato and carrot. So you can kind of, there's supposed to be a door here. So as you can kind of see, please go through that door faster. No, there are ways to cook in this game. I don't think that we have a cooking station just yet. I don't know where Nami would typically go, though. It would be... Ooh, this is like one guy he's the one that we really... I'm researching energy. Maybe I'll show you my experiments. Be able to use that for something, but I'm really not interested. Doesn't like that. You like the coin? Maybe he likes coin. Ooh, you got something good there. Are you giving it to me? Okay, coins are good. I take it back. Oh, thank you very much. Okay. I take back everything I said. It kind of does that where everything just kind of turns into a blinding light. Now, I do think that she likes to go to the beach every now and again. Though, I don't really recall when she... Oh, yeah, look, she's right here. This is Nami. You like the ocean? I guess. Okay. Get this ore. Find that. Did you find that in Forget-Me-Not? Okay, does not seem like she really likes that. Skull fossil, maybe? Hey, that looks good. Do you want it? I don't know if I'd go that far, but... Okay, so skull fossils, good. And as you can see, basically, it's kind of a guess on what people will take and what won't they take. So I guess that they'll only take stuff that they're interested in, and they won't take stuff that they don't like. That's good, in the very least. Means that we have to find out what everyone likes and what everyone doesn't like, and try to give them what they do, but they don't.